Hello, Gemini. It is Marley with Fawn and Fire Intuitive, and I'm going to be doing a 6-month reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or even Mercury. All right, if you're not sure what your Moon, Rising, or Mercury sign is, you can check out trulydivine.com. They have a lot of free resources. Plus, they offered my subscribers 30% off any of their astrological resources or analyzations. Okay, so they do relationship chart analyze. I can't even say it. Analyzations. Anyway, they do relationship charts, relocation charts, Saturn return charts. They have a lot of resources, and some of them are free. So the coupon code FIRE30 is down in the box below, okay? And if you're looking for a personal reading, my information is in the box below as well. Okay, Gemini, now that I finally figured out how to say analyzation, I still don't, that just does not sound right to me. All right, let's see what we have going on for the next 6 months. Okay, Gemini? All right, the first card we have is dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origins and frequencies. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Okay, so with that card coming out, I think there's going to be in the next 6 months some changes. Okay, so you're gonna, some of the stuff you've learned in the past or you've done in the past, you're gonna take those same gifts and strengths and then combine them with new things. Okay, and I do feel like for you, Gemini, that there also is an aspect of needing to not let the past hold you back. Okay, there's certain stories, habits, and I think this came out in the last Gemini reading too, that there's certain things, that maybe served you at one time, certain stories, certain excuses even, and you're really being encouraged to step into your power and explore new things. Okay, because then we have realization. The frequency of realization supports our internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. You are leveling up, Gemini, okay? You're leveling up, becoming more authentic and aware of your truth and what you want. And then that is really kind of propelling you forward in the next 6 months. You're going to be taking aspects of who you were or your things of your past, gifts that you have, things you've learned. But then, we have curiosity, number 15. The frequency of curiosity supports our inquisitive nature, which is the necessary driving force behind any growth and evolution. So, okay, what I'm hearing first off is if like you have blamed certain people for things in your life, or, basically had like a script almost, like things that you say over and over and over and over to yourself. And if it's creating blockages, it's time to like get curious about, first off, maybe why you're doing certain things or what else is possible, because it seems like you have really amazing things coming in. Really, but it's just going to maybe be a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and you may have to push yourself a little, Gemini. We have Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you are loved unconditionally. Okay? I'm feeling emotional, Gemini. I feel like in the next 6 months, you're really going to be getting something that you deserve, okay? And all that it's going to take is just for you to let go of the stuff from the past that isn't serving you and to just get curious, to start trying some new things. Because there's this aspect of you're going to realize like what you really want, and you're going to see these new opportunities open up if you let go of some of like the fear or the excuses, or like those words sound harsh, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes we really want something, And even though deep down, like we know, oh, I would be great at that, or of course I, deserve a relationship, or even like a certain person. But then the thoughts that are the most prominent are, you could be cutting yourself down or doubting yourself or afraid to try, but there's this aspect of, in order for you to be like the highest version of yourself, because you're being encouraged, like you are loved unconditionally, and everything, like all of your gifts and everything that you've been working on and everything that you've overcome, like the universe sees it, or God, or whatever, spirit is to you. So when you hear that still small voice, or you get inspired action, you're really being encouraged to do it, because you're going to feel so much better. And then you're actually going to, not only because you're honoring your promises to yourself, are you going to be like become more aware of your heart-centered truth and what you truly want. Don't be afraid of disappointing people, because the more aware of your heart-centered truth, the more that it's going to start reflecting outside of you, and you're going to becoming the highest expression of yourself in this world. And then we have green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations and trust. There are certain stories and certain things you've had to go through. And what I feel like is there are certain things that have happened in your life, and it could possibly have been part of like a spiritual contract, And so it could have been really difficult and really heavy, yet like that is falling away, and it's time to like move beyond limitation. And then we have Diana. Focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. You are really being encouraged that you are loved, that you are special, that you have all of these gifts and amazing things to offer. And it's just time to move beyond the limitations. The things that you think you can't do, or just the habitual things that you have been doing that maybe just aren't in your highest good. It's time to step outside of that and to really get focused and curious. Start exploring new things. Get out of the mundane, the habits. Like the sooner, like when we shift up that habitual energy, so much starts to change so quickly around us. You again have love is all around, the nightingale spirit, and then learn from the past. Okay. So when you notice the things that haven't been serving you, so much, I feel like you've already learned so many lessons. You've gotten a revelation, because it's showing like the elephant. You're very wise. Geminis are so smart, and they just see from multiple perspectives, and, not to be cliche, but because of, having kind of dueling aspects of the personality, it's very easy to see from multiple perspectives, and that can sometimes, make you your own worst enemy, because you could get really encouraged and believe, but then, really come from the other side and think about everything that could possibly go wrong. But I don't know, Gemini, it just seems like in the next 6 months, really good things are meant to happen for you. And this does kind of go back to that other Gemini reading that I did. So you might want to check that out, my last Gemini reading, because it really was talking about how there's just it's like time to lay down excuses and just like do it, because there's so much that wants to come in for you, and you're so worthy of it. But there's just an aspect of getting out of your comfort zone. Let's get some specifics on this. We have the Fool, which can be in Aries, but this is kind of heading into the unknown, traveling light, like laying down the baggage and being willing to jump in, to explore something new. And what's interesting, okay, if you guys haven't watched Frozen 2, I said this to another sign, but watch it. You might get some deep messages from it. I did, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. We have this forest and the bridge and the mystic. Sometimes when we go deep in the forest, it's hard to see where we are going. All the trees can start to look the same, and there could be fears of getting lost or but for you right now, it's like the forest, like going exploring, trying something new is this bridge to the mystic. First off, like letting go some of your shadow, some of the things that have weighed you down, some of the ways that, some of the ways that you've camouflaged yourself to fit in, because then we have the moon here. It's getting rid of fears and moving you into your personal power, into your vision coming into fruition. And it's a choice that you need to make. Yeah, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. I think there's certain things that maybe you do for family, or just certain things that maybe you feel like you have to do or you're supposed to do, but it's not leading towards your ultimate satisfaction. And again, we have the World. It's like there's certain things that need to be completed and there's new things that need to be explored. And the 7 of Coins is in reverse. Now's not the time to wait. Now's not the time to wait to see like what sprouts on its own. It's like there's like a whole forest for you to explore. We have mountains. It's like you're meant to go exploring. You're meant to go look for something, not wait for it to come to you. Okay, I feel like there's so much that you've already gathered, that you've already reaped from what you're already doing. And there's this need to add something new into the mix to gain the next level, for you to actually realize your dreams and your goals. And the reason this message is coming through so strong is the cards are really saying you deserve this. You deserve what you truly want. And there's something that you're having a hard time moving away from. Part of it could be, struggling with a little bit of depression and apathy. And apathy comes from, fear, guilt, and shame. Some of this could have been implanted like by a father figure. But apathy is coming too if you're not really being true to yourself, to what really satisfies you. You have new opportunities coming in. Why is this Justice in reverse? So we also have Taurus, we have Aries here twice and then Libra. Why is this Justice in reverse? And we do have Sagittarius and Taurus. Yeah, your apathy. This is crazy. You remember at the beginning when I said, like, there's certain things like that have happened to you in your life, and it was almost like soul contracts. It was very karmic. And it's like you've gotten through it, and it's kind of time to like let that go. Let go of the blame. Let go of the story. Because that's cleared out. Like you're in this new energy, and it's really important to clear out the past, because what it's showing is the stalemate and the 8 of Swords, which is in traditional tarot, the woman like blindfolded in this little prison of swords, and she could easily just stand up and walk out, but she doesn't. It's showing that any stagnation right now, it's your choice. Like you're choosing to remain stagnant and not go exploring. And whatever that block is, it's like for some of you, there's this one specific block, this one specific story you have to let go of. And if you're afraid that if like you're not the victim, then, it's possible that, being the victim is kind of like, it's helped you get through. It's helped, people want to help you. or it's possible that, you're, like I said, you could be trying to please your family or follow like certain things that the church does, or like you feel like you have to go to school. There's something that's like not serving you, and you're meant to start exploring because you're going to be birthing something new. You're moving into this Empress energy where you're really, Gemini, this is important. You're entering this 6-month cycle of manifesting, okay? Where this is, like I said, this is a whole new energy where you're moving into something completely new. This is going to be a powerful season that's going to set you up for the rest of your life, and you're being encouraged not to be stagnant anymore. Don't get discouraged if there's a little bit of a delay. Like, you're really being encouraged, like the answer is yes. Just don't keep doing things the same way. We have the sun here, which is Leo. And it is in reverse. So it means like, you might not see it all right away. It could be a little delayed, but I think this summer you're going to start seeing, you need to be making some changes now to get ready for summer. Okay. Like, don't fight against yourself. Like, don't fight it. Things are going to be changing. Yeah. Things are going to be changing, and they're going to be changing fast. And you might not know how to handle it all together, but just be all at once, but just be open to change and be open to learning. Yes, we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah. I mean, it is showing, there is going to be a little bit of a learning curve. So don't be hard on yourself. You don't have to do it perfect. Interesting. We have a lot of queens here. We have Queen of Swords, King of Wands, and Queen of Cups in reverse. They're all in reverse. Don't worry about what other people are going to think. You've got to do what makes sense to you first off, using reason, what is emotionally satisfying to you, and something that you feel like you can truly commit to. So like I was saying, there is a little bit of a learning curve. It's like you allow grace for yourself to grow in this process as you're exploring. It's okay to just like start thinking about it, or, make small decisions. But yes, it should, and some of you may have like a lot of people giving you advice. But it's almost like it's time for you to yeah. So you may have a lot of people giving your advice. Like, you may have parents or like a church or friends that give you advice. They're not called where you're called, Gemini, okay? They mean well, but you have something big coming up, and some people around you, like, they're not going to understand it, okay? And you are quite possibly not going to feel good enough for it. And that's why anything you can do to like work on your confidence or some of the stuff you've been avoiding, now would be the time to focus on it in the next like 2 months before summer, because after that, things are really going to change. Okay. You are good enough. Okay. If you're struggling emotionally because somebody came in and out, or it's like you want someone to have this passion for you, and you're kind of like emotionally hurt because they don't. It's like, start exploring new things, okay? I hope this was helpful, Gemini. Again, if you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. And if you want to analyze your birth chart, hey, I said it. Check out trulydivine.com with the coupon code below. Please comment below and let me know if this resonated with you guys. And if you can, please like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. And if you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell icon, because like I said, I'm going to do, I have some themed readings coming out next. Okay. So much love and light to you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini.